back to the channel. Do you have low Amazon KDP sales or no Amazon KDP sales? In today's video, we're going to discuss why and how to fix this problem. We're also going to dive deep into the top reasons why you might not be seeing the sales that you expect, and more importantly, proven ways to fix these mistakes so you can see a boost in your sales and in your books ranking as well. So if you're not satisfied with the lack of book sales on Amazon KDP, this video is for you. Now first, let's talk about niche and keywords, because these are the foundation of success when it comes to Amazon KDP. The first key to Amazon KDP success lies in your niche and in your keyword selection. And this is why I stress this so much. And this is one of the biggest reasons why I try to do daily videos where I discuss profitable Amazon KDP keywords, and I break it down with you using the 4 free Chrome extensions, and we talk about profitability metrics and how to utilize keyword selection. So the question here you need to ask yourself is, are you targeting the right audience? Also, does your keywords resonate with what your potential readers are searching for? It's really essential to find the balance between competition and demand. Use Amazon search suggestions and also employ tools like the free keyword suggestion tool by Self-Publishing Titan's Chrome extension, amazing. And also use the 4 free Chrome extensions that I keep on talking about and that I also personally use to analyze profitability when it comes to niche research and keyword selection. I've also made a video linked in the description box below on the top 4 free Chrome extensions that I use and that you can also use in your Chrome browser to access profitability data associated with each keyword. So take advantage of that. All the tools, all the resources are available for you for free. Take advantage of that and get your account boosted that way. So what these extensions do, they give you analytics for each keyword, and I want you here to aim for keywords with a reasonable search result count. So typically they need to be between 250 to 3,000. I try to aim for anything under 1,000, and the lower the better, and ensure that your chosen niche also has a healthy demand score. The second thing that I want you to know if you're not getting enough Amazon KDP sales is about book type, evergreen versus seasonal. So regarding the book types, there's also an important choice. Is your book an evergreen book on an evergreen topic, or is it on a seasonal topic? So you've got the holiday and seasonal niches. These can be highly profitable, but they're seasonal. They often attract a massive amount of competition and also limited time frames for sale. For example, Christmas or Thanksgiving or Halloween niches, books associated with these only sell within that category, within that time frame, or maybe a month or two before that. So you're kind of restricting yourself if you opt just for seasonal niches. So this also provides a like an imbalance in your profitability, in your sales. So if you're new to Amazon KDP, or if you're facing struggles with making sales, consider focusing on evergreen book ideas more that sell consistently throughout the year. What that does is it provides you with a stable foundation for your publishing journey before you dive into more competitive seasonal niches. So try to create that balance. If you're new, if you're struggling, opt for the evergreen book ideas as much as you can, and at the same time, if you have the chance, do some seasonal, but don't focus purely on seasonal niches. Evergreen is really important, and it gets the top priority when it comes to boosting your Amazon KDP sales. Let's have a look at the cover design, because your book's cover is its first impression. The very first impression that the customer gets is the cover of the book, not the title, not the bestseller categories or anything like that. It's the cover. So as the saying goes, don't judge a book by its cover, but in reality, readers do exactly that. So a captivating, attention-grabbing cover design, it can make all the difference between a potential reader clicking on your book or scrolling past it and they've got a lot of options out there, so you really need to pay attention to your cover. A couple of few points I want to make about the cover design is analyze what makes successful covers stand out. Take the time, because it's well worth it. Don't copy, but try to get inspiration from their design principles. And there's a lot of YouTube videos out there by successful Amazon KDP sellers who, go in there and do intensive tutorials on how they design the covers as well. Alternatively, you could also, once you are doing your niche research, the strategy that I go for is, of course, with the whole profitability metrics of trying to aim for the total results being under 1,000, the average bestseller rank under 300,000, all these metrics, high keyword niche score. Apart from that, one thing that I stress and talk about often in the videos is on the first page of the result, what you're going to do is you're going to skip the sponsored books. You don't want to pay attention to them. Usually they're at the top 4 results of the first page, and then you skip them, and then you focus on selecting 1 or 2 or even 3 of the best books on the first page that you can take as an example. Analyze the cover, analyze the categories that they're in as well, the keywords, that kind of stuff. Dive deep and look at the interior, dive deep and look at the reviews. Take your time to do that. It's really, really essential, because these top 3 books that you selected from the first page of the results are your competition. These are what you're going to be standing against. So you need to understand your competition, and you need to analyze and take the time to analyze the cover. Most importantly, the layout, how they've broken down the title, where they placed that title, where they've placed that images. Is there any border? What colors did they use? So then again, don't copy, but try to have a look to get a vision of what you want your book to be. So remember, your body of the kind of the cover and the interior, it should be clear, it should be vibrant, and it should be relevant to the book's content. Now let's have a look at the titles. So you need to craft compelling titles. Your book's title is like the beacon in the vast ocean of the Amazon's marketplace, and it must stand out. It must attract attention and include relevant keywords to improve search visibility. There's a couple of things that you need to know, 3 top things regarding the title. First of all, avoid keyword stuffing. Choose a clear, concise, and interesting title, because it's going to be very clear and very annoying to your customer and to your reader and to the whole algorithm if you do keyword stuffing. And you could even be flagged by Amazon as well and risk termination or suspension of your account. So stay away from keyword stuffing. It's not going to help you. It's going to hurt you much more in the long run. Number 2, steer clear of grammar and spelling errors. Stay away from grammar errors, stay away from spelling and punctuation errors. It's just going to give a bad image. Aim to balance being informative and exciting as well in regards to the tone that you write your titles, your subtitles, your descriptions as well. Aim for that informative and exciting tone, and use Grammarly. Grammarly, there is a free option, there's a paid option. I personally offer the paid option because I use it every single day, a couple of times a day for all my other work as well. But there is also a free option that you can use that will help you when it comes to your title, your subtitle, your description as well, the interior of your book. If you are writing constructive intensive written content, you need to use Grammarly, or alternatively just use any other grammar and spelling software. Sometimes even Microsoft Word works best, but I find that Grammarly, the free version, the paid version, is amazing for that. Also, utilize Amazon's HTML capabilities. This is used to enhance your title and make it more engaging. Alternatively, there's also a tool that you could use which incorporates HTML if you're into that. That's not really essential, but it's going to be a game changer if you're willing to put the time and put the energy in that. One thing I wanted to mention is the Backend Keywords, the 7 keyword slots, and this is the hidden boost right there. the back-end keywords you use while creating your Amazon listing, they are important for search visibility. These keywords, they communicate with the Amazon's algorithm. They help your book appear in relevant searches. Now, I want you to utilize all available 7 keyword slots. Take advantage of them. Include a variety of relevant keywords. Also, avoid repeating yourself. Avoid repetition. Trust me, it won't help you. It'll just get flagged for spam. So avoid repetition. Ensure your keywords are accurate. They describe your book's content. They describe your target audience. If you're able to find a long tail keyword that is relevant, try to include it as one of the 7 keyword slots. Amazing. And also update your 7 keyword slots. Every 2-3 months, every 4 months at the most, update your 7 keyword slots with an updated keyword, because you're going to be, if you want to rank your books, you're going to be constantly searching and also watching here on the channel to find the latest updated list of profitable Amazon KDP keywords. And I'll give you a lot of keywords to include as part of your 7 keyword slots. Now, it does make a huge difference. If you find a good keyword that is relevant to the book that you're trying to sell, you go ahead and you update that book, update the 7 keyword slots. It'll make a huge difference. Your book within a week or 2 will be starting to rank for this keyword that you mentioned in the 7 keyword slots. And I've tried it myself and I've been astonished and surprised at the results. When trying to get my book to rank for a specific new keyword, it only took about a week, 2 weeks maximum to get my book in that first page of that keyword that I mentioned in the 7 keyword slot. So don't sleep on the 7 keyword slots. Absolutely a gold mine. Also, we have the waiting game. Now, success does not happen overnight. It's normal. It's absolutely normal for your book to gain traction, even in a few weeks or months. We usually give this about 2-3 months maximum for your book to get ranked in the algorithm, and that all depends on a couple of factors. But generally speaking, don't get discouraged if your sales don't skyrocket immediately. A lot of people actually go in and put through, they put the money, they put the effort through Amazon ads, and their book doesn't skyrocket immediately. What about us? We're actually trying to utilize as much free options and free strategies to get our book ranking. And trust me, it does work, but it does need strategy and patience and consistency. Super important. All these 3 factors play a big role if you want to promote and you want to do run your Amazon business as much as possible using 3 methods. So Amazon KDP, it's a journey. It requires patience. It requires a consistent effort. So keep learning, keep improving and adjusting your strategies to maximize your success in the long run. This is an industry that keeps on improving. There's new rules coming out from Amazon. There's new tools being utilized. So stay on top of the game and keep informed. Also, one thing that I wanted to mention is about the pricing strategy and about finding the sweet spot regarding pricing. So price your book strategically. Don't rush to be the cheapest option. Focus on providing value. And if you use the Chrome extension, the free Chrome extension, Self-Publishing Titans, it'll give you the average price for each book. So that way you can find the average price not for each book. My apologies, the average price for each of the keywords. So you go ahead and you activate that Self-Publishing Titans Chrome extension. You search the keyword as I do when I'm researching with you on each daily video, and then it shows you the average price. You price it at the average price, if not more. Don't go low. It's not worth it, especially now when in the recent months Amazon has increased the printing cost. It's absolutely not worth it to go and rush for the cheapest option. Focus on providing value, and trust me, customers will be buying your book if they do find value in it. So pricing too low, it may also indicate that your book is low quality. It's also not an option anymore because you're going to get literally cents for each of the book's royalties if you price your book too low. Also, aim for a price that reflects the value that you offer while staying competitive with your niche. And even being a few cents cheaper than a competitor can make the difference in adding clicks and sales. Just be smart about it. That way, because you know your book, you've created your book, you know what it's worth. And this is why I stress so much and emphasize and highlight the importance importance of providing extra value for each of the keywords that we talk about in the daily videos here on the channel. Always aim to provide extra value. How can I provide more content? How can I stand out among the crowd? Because customers want more. So the more you're able to provide in terms of quantity, like as in, for example, 100 pages or more content when it comes to activity books and coloring pages, the more perceived value your book is going to have. Also, regarding the interior and the quality of the interior, it's basically providing value beyond the cover. So your book's interior is where readers truly engage with your content. Ensure that your book offers more value than your competitors. So this could mean additional pages, more content, unique features, higher quality designs, all these kind of stuff that provide extra value will play a huge role in boosting your sales. Strive to deliver an experience that, beats readers' expectations, and that's the goal right there. A book worthy of 5 stars will lead to sales, it will lead to positive reviews, and it will lead to long-term success. Also, mobile optimization is crucial because small screen matters. Mobile users, they make a significant portion of Amazon's customer base. So you really want to utilize that. You really want to take advantage of that. Ensure that your cover, your title, your initial description, they're all optimized for mobile devices. Your book's cover, it should be attention grabbing, even at a smaller size. And your title should be clear and concise. It should convey the essence of your book in just a few words. Especially mobile users, they're always in a rush. They're doing a million things at the same time. They could be at the office, or they could be, having a cigar break or anything like that, or at home with the kids, scrolling through the phone. So you want to grab their attention. You don't want your book to have small, tiny text that are hardly seen when the users are using the Amazon on a small phone. So pay attention to that. Also, I've got 3 things to end today's video, some important, powerful tips for Amazon KDP success. First of all, description. I want you to craft an informative and engaging book description. Use bold headings. Utilize bullet points. If you're into HTML, then use that to highlight key points and improve readability. Second thing, regarding Amazon ads, if you do have the budget and if you are willing to risk, the kind of finance part of it, start small, of course, utilize Amazon ads. Don't sleep on them, because they are literally, if you use them correctly, they can boost your sales and organic rankings as well. So run effective campaigns with the correct settings to maximize your exposure and sales potential, but do not do so until you know everything about Amazon ads, until you have literally studied and watched at least 5 or 6 videos and implemented the strategies and the advice given by Amazon KDP successful sellers who have run Amazon ads. They've talked about their strategy in many of the videos as well. Third thing, and finally, is affordable promotional tactics, or even sometimes free, which I advocate a lot for. So consider platforms like Pinterest, which is a winner. Also, building an email list is essential. Creating a Facebook page or a YouTube page or a TikTok page. Explore influencer marketing if you have the budget to. All these methods, they help you to reach a wider audience and generate more sales. But if you're new to Amazon KDP, then you might want to opt for free promotional methods to get started until you've built that investment, and then you can start gradually and slowly with Amazon ads or influencer marketing that is affordable. So turning around low or no Amazon KDP sales and just boosting your Amazon account requires a strategic approach and commitment to consistent improvement. And remember, success in self-publishing, it takes time, it takes dedication, and it takes a willingness to learn from mistakes. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Goodbye.